Hi children, how are you? Hope you are doing good at homes. Today I am going to discuss 7th class mathematics. Once again I am here in this video to discuss with you fractions. We are very familiar about fractions. In earlier classes we learned fractions. What is meant by fraction? Fraction means a part of a whole. A part of a whole is called fraction. For example, if you take a piece of a cake, suppose this is a cake. This is one cake. If you want to divide this cake into two equal parts, we should cut the cake into like this way. This is one part and this is the second part. So children, totally we have two parts. Totally we have two parts. So this two you write below the cross line. Below the cross line. So here I took a number 2 and I wrote below the cross line. What it represents means total number of parts. Total number of parts. How many parts we have? Two parts. So one first part, second part. So this total parts right below the cross line, that is number 2. If you want to shade one region here, for example, I am going to shade this region. I shaded this region. I shaded one region only. To name this region, how many parts we shaded here? One part is shaded. So take this number 1 and write above the cross line. Above the cross line. 1 indicates shaded region. How many parts we shaded here? Only one part shaded. Out of 2 parts. So that this shaded portion is called as 1/2. Did you understand this? So this 1/2 is, we represent in this way also. So this is called as 1/2. This is called as 1/2, children. So this is, again we call it as part of a whole. This is a part. Just it is a part. So that children, we are naming this part is fraction. So what is meant by fraction? Part of a whole. So this is a part. Part from a whole. This part is called as fraction. We represent in numerical form 1/2. So that children, 1/2 is a fraction. I hope you understand. So what is the definition of fraction? A part of a whole is called fraction. Let us discuss some more fractions again. Okay children? So for example, take one more circle. Take one more circle and divide this circle into 4 parts. Totally how many parts we have? 4 parts. So total parts you represent below the cross line. Below the cross line. So first you draw a cross line and below the cross line you write 4. 4 is called as total number of parts. So if we need to shade one region, for example, one region I shaded here. For example, one region is shaded. So one region shaded so that you write 1 above the cross line. Only one region we shaded here, so that you write number 1 above the cross line. Then we call this 1 by 4 as in this manner. In this manner, this is called as 1 by 4, 1 by 4 from total 4 parts. So out of 4 parts, one part is called as 1 by 4. So here 1 by 4 is also a fraction. For example, if we shaded 2 parts, one more fraction also, one more part also I am going to shade here. Yes. How many parts we shaded here? How many parts we shaded? 2 parts we shaded here. So that the fraction represents 1, 2. So first you write the cross line. Below the cross line you write total parts. Total number of parts is equal to 4. How many parts we shaded here? 2 parts we shaded. So 2 is above the cross line. Write 2 above the cross line. So these are the parts of a whole. Parts of a whole. So that we represent part of a whole is called as fraction. So children, do remember what is meant by fraction. Fraction means part of a whole. Okay, in a fraction we have some important points. Above the cross line we have a number here. That number is called as numerator. What we call it? Numerator. Above the cross line there is a number. That number is called as numerator. Below the cross line also we have a number. The number is called as denominator. Denominator. So children, here we have numerator and denominator. A number which we place above the cross line is called numerator. Below the cross line is called denominator. So that children, a fraction consisting of numerator and also denominator. This is the brief introduction about fractions. We have so many type of fractions. For example, proper fraction. Second one is improper fraction. And third one is mixed fraction. And like fractions. Unlike fractions, equivalent fractions, decimal fractions, unit fractions. So children, we have so many type of fractions. We are going to discuss about them. For today, I am going to discuss only 2 fractions. One is proper fraction and one more is improper fraction. So children, let me to explain about proper fraction. What is meant by proper fraction? So now see here, proper fraction. What is meant by proper fraction? A fraction in which, definition children, a fraction in which the denominator is, denominator means where we place denominator? Below the cross line. The denominator is greater than numerator. Denominator is greater than numerator. Such fraction is called proper fraction. What is meant by proper fraction? Once again, a fraction in which denominator is greater than the numerator, then it is called proper fraction. So this is proper fraction. One example I wrote here, 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is a proper fraction. Shall I write one more fraction? So now see here, denominator has to be greater always. For example, 13. 13 is a denominator which is greater than numerator. 7 is the numerator. It is smaller than denominator. So that 7 by 13 is a proper fraction. So this is the definition of a proper fraction. And one more point is there. Actually, this number 2 divided by 2. Divided by 7. Sorry. Divided by 7. So 2, you have to write numerator first. Divided by 7. Is it divisible, children? It is not divisible. So we multiply 7 zeros 0. 2 will get again. 2 will get again. So keep a point here, bring down 0. Now 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. But not yet the remainder is 0. 0, 4 means 6 will get. So this division is going on forever. But this value is equal to 0.2. 0.2 means it is smaller than 1. Just we are comparing with 1, number 1. So 0.2 is less than 1. So what I am going to say here means the value of a proper fraction. 0.2 means it is the value of a proper fraction. Always less than 1. The value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. Keep remember, this is the most important point. And children, one more fraction, that is improper fraction. Improper fraction. What is meant by improper fraction? A fraction in which denominator is smaller than numerator. Denominator is smaller. That means it should be 10. Denominator is smaller than, this is the denominator, children. This is called as denominator. If the denominator is smaller than the numerator or equal to the numerator, denominator, numerator, both are equal. These two types are called as improper fractions. Children, a fraction in which denominator is smaller than the numerator or equal to the numerator. Denominator is smaller than or equal to the numerator, then it is called improper fraction. So please keep remember everyone, it is an improper fraction. You try to write some examples for improper fraction. For suppose one more example I am going to write here, improper fraction. The denominator will be smaller, children. Denominator will be smaller, numerator will be bigger. Denominator will be smaller, numerator will be bigger. Denominator will be smaller, numerator will be bigger. So like that. Otherwise, denominator is equal to the numerator, means we can write it 4 by 4. Denominator, numerator, both are equal. In such case also we call them as improper fractions. So these are the just two types I said to you: proper fraction, improper fraction. Especially children, in improper fractions, we write them into mixed fractions also. We convert improper fractions into mixed fractions. We discuss about this matter in the next video. Okay, till that you wait for next video, and the homework for you, write the definition of fraction and proper fraction and improper fraction. Write some examples also. Fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction. I hope you understand all these definitions. So children, thank you for listening. We meet again in the next video. Thank you.